Hello! Here I am with a voiceover. This is going to be real time, so my hands won't be matching up with what I'm saying. There's a Slovenian video for those of you who speak Slovenian. Sergej is joining us right now also. You could hear him open the door. Let's hope he doesn't make too much of a scene. But anyway, I'm going to be coloring in this coloring book, Castles and Other Beauties of Slovenia. And there's a flip through on my channel if you want to see it. I don't remember which page I chose in the end. This was a few weeks or a week ago maybe, I think, that I colored. So but I thought I would Sergej is causing anyway, I would tell you a bit about the place that I was doing and try to explain what I'm actually coloring as well. So I don't think I chose this one. I don't recognize the picture. I have a glass of wine here, so if I'm sounding tipsy as the video goes on, that's probably why. So yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be using water-based markers and polychromos. I tried some water as well. It didn't work in the way I was trying to do it, at least. Oh yeah, this is the one I chose. Grad Kamen. So Castle Kamen. Kamen means stone in Slovenia. So let me Google this and see what Wikipedia tells us about it. And yes, Sergej is complaining in the background. He wants to, I don't know what he wants. He wants attention. Let's see. Okay, so Kamen Castle. Here we go. Oh no, this is the Slovenian site. Wait, I need to translate it first. So if you speak two languages, you sometimes know that your brain doesn't really work if you're seeing the words in if I have a English presentation and I want to do it in Swedish, it doesn't work for me. My brain collapses in on itself, sort of. Kamen castles. Okay, here's what says. This is not Wikipedia, but let's. Yeah. Okay, so it's at the entrance of a Draga Valley. That doesn't tell you anything, I guess. Okay, Counts of Lambert, blah blah blah. No, Wikipedia is more fun because then I can click on links and stuff. Why isn't there? Anyway, now I'm choosing colors, I think. I always swatch out the colors I'll be using. So I know, especially with markers, what is actually happening. But is this article really only in Slovenian? That doesn't make sense. There should be in English as well. Couldn't I isn't there translate somewhere? Why is everything so hard? Maybe if I type it in English. Castle Kamen Wikipedia. How hard could it be? Come on, Google. Castles in Slovakia? That's wrong. Maybe there's a castle Kamen in Slovakia as well. Those two are... It's fine if you don't know this stuff, but Slovenia and Slovakia are two different countries. They're actually on different parts of Europe. Slovenia is really small and it's next to Italy and Croatia, next to the Mediterranean Sea. And Slovakia is next to the Czech Republic. And there's at least an urban myth that politicians from both countries used to meet up to exchange letters that were sent to the wrong country. So, yeah. This whole Wikipedia thing is not working for me. Why? Is it really like that Castle Kamen doesn't have a Wikipedia article? That's so weird. I think it's also because I'm trying to do two things at the same time. And it's not working for me. Like talking and Googling at the same time is apparently not working. Yeah, there is actually another Castle Kamen in Slovakia. Grad Kamen. Červený? Yeah, it seems. I think it's like Black Rock, maybe? Castle Black Rock. Isn't Black Rock like a big company? I don't know. Anyway. And maybe if I Castle Kamen Slovenia, or maybe Lamberg. Lamberg. All right, but now I'm actually starting the coloring. Wow. I went for like using the markers as a scribbly method. And then I will be smoothing it out with polychromos on top. And I just went for a random color, rather neutral color. Here I'm probably showing you that it doesn't bleed through. Even if it did, it's fine because it's sort of single-sided pages. But yeah. Maybe it's too small of a castle to have an English Wikipedia article. Could be. Do I really need to go? Okay, I guess I need to go translating then. Ooh, let's see how that works. There's like, okay, so Bergstein, castles in Slovenia, category, castles in Slovenia. Here we go, let's see. Subcategories. Castles in Ljubljana, okay. What's Carniola in English? Or like, what's that? What region is that in Slovenian? Okay, but anyway. No, it doesn't look like it exists. This voiceover is going horribly. Are you sure you want English like English voiceovers in this style? Okay, let's see, Google again. Let's just go with that first site I found. Kamen Castle. Okay, and this is from a site called radolca.si. Okay, here's some boring information. Built in the 12th century by the Counts of Ortenburg, later owned by the Counts of Celje. Nobody cares. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, there are 2 smaller archaeological sites next to the castle. This is so boring. Can't there be any more interesting articles? Like, I want to know, you know, the fun stuff in history is always like the cool myths and stuff. Okay, maybe if I Google the owners instead, Counts of Lamberg. Let's see who those guys were. All right, Wikipedia article in English. So I'm switching between, in the coloring now actually, I'm switching between some green, just, you know, just scribbling it in random places. This technique sort of, I usually use it just to get over my intimidation of a page. Like if I just want to get into it, the marker scribbling technique is really quite nice. You'll probably see that I went over the lines here and there. I'm not that particular with it. I use... what I do make sure of is to keep some white highlights and to sort of place some markers in, like some darker colors in the shadows. And then I just smooth everything out with pencils on top. So, yeah. Right, so here's a Wikipedia article about Count Franz Philipp von Lamberg. Yeah, okay. Sure. Austrian soldier and statesman. So this is from the time of, I guess, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, maybe? He was born in the Kingdom of Hungary, Legion's Austrian Empire. I don't know if... Okay, he had a role in the Hungarian Revolution, apparently. Isn't the Hungarian Revolution the one where you have defenestration and stuff? Is it? Oh no, I'm going to be like torn apart in the comments. Yeah, let's see. But okay, so quick history crash course for those not that familiar with it. But like the Austro-Hungarian Empire was like a really large empire in Europe that sort of, yeah, it collapsed after World War One. So up until World War One, Slovenia, like the small, really small, insignificant region, was more or less a part of different. I mean, it was in the Habsburgian kingdom, and then it was in the Austro-Hungarian Empire. So a lot under like Austrian or German rule, sort of. And Slovenes were just one of the many nations that were a part of this large country. And let's see. Something. So here it says something about the Philip guy, Philip von Lamberger. He was. This is interesting. This I want to look more into. While he was crossing the chain bridge, he angered a mob frustrated by the approaching Croatian army, who recognized Lamberg, murdered him, mutilated the body, and triumphantly carried his pieces around, impaled on sights. See, this is why Wikipedia is fun. So let's check what the chain bridge is. Chain bridge is between Buda and Pest. Okay. So like the western and eastern sides of Budapest. That's the capital of Hungary, in case. Okay, that's good to know. Can we like go back on this? There we go. Okay. I like that the word mutilated has like a link to it. Shall we click on that? Let's click on mutilated. Let's see what the Wikipedia article for mutilated is. Mutilation or maiming. This is turning dark. This is going to be like the first video here that's I'm drinking wine and googling things like mutilation, you know. Anyway, severe damage of the body. Yes, indeed. Okay, this is kind of dark. Let's see if we can find anything fun here. Or not fun, interesting, I guess. Blah, 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 blah. This is not fun. Oh, mutilation as human punishment. Let's skip it past that. Things under sea also. Let's not click on anything of that. Let's go back. I also like that both, as I said, the body was triumphantly carried around, impaled on sights. Both impaled and sights are links. It's just, I don't know, I find it interesting. Lamberger's death proved a turning point for the revolution, killing all hopes of a peaceful solution. Yeah, I'd guess so. It was one of the reasons for King Ferdinand V to dissolve the Diet of Hungary. Okay, so diet is with a big D, so I'm guessing it's like the parliament or something. Oh, see there, in politics, a diet, I don't know how it's pronounced, is a formal deliberative assembly. The term is used historically for deliberative assemblies such as the German Imperial Diet and blah blah blah, as well as modern day legislative bodies of certain countries, such as the National Diet of Japan or the German Bundestag, the Federal Diet. Today I learned Let's see. Moving back, if we have anything more interesting. Oh, okay. So one of the chapter titles is Marriage and Issues. Sounds juicy. Let's see. He married the Countess Caroline, long German name. She was the daughter of another long German name. Together they had 7 children, and here we have the different children. Okay, and it's just text about who married whom. One of the children got like a bit more info than just who he married. It says here that he served as a general of the cavalry and then married Princess Eleanor. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, so House of Lambert. Let's click on that and see what happens. The family name first appeared in the 14th century in Carinthia, Austria. Carinthia, isn't that like the... Yeah, it's Koroshka, that's what I thought. Yeah. So it's like a region that... Okay, so here's what it says. Carinthia is the southernmost Austrian state in the Eastern Alps, and it's noted for its mountains and lakes. The main language is German. Its regional dialects belong to the Southern Bavarian group. Carinthian Slovene dialects from the south, Slavic language, that predominated in the southern part of the region up to the first half of the 20th century, are now spoken by a small minority in the area. I think it's like... yeah, there's a big, or was a big Slovenian minority living here before. But it's a part of the Austria now, at least. In Slovenia, there's also a region called Koroška that's actually a part of the Slovenia. But... Okay, so there's a bit of like controversy around this, I think. It looks like in the article, at least. So let's go back. But, okay, so that's where the family name first appeared. Oh, going back to what I'm actually doing in the video. I'm putting in some purple in the mountains. And you can see my lovely hair, very wow. But putting in some purple in the mountains. I don't think I use that much of it right now. I have written down what colors I was using, so I will probably bring that a bit into the rest of the images as well, into shadows, I guess. But, yup. Let's see, what more about this... this family here. It's not that long of an article. It's really short. We have some notable members of the family. No one I recognize, I think. We have Johan Philip. I think that's the one we talked about before. But... the family name first appeared in the 14th century in Austria. They were blah blah, imperial counts, later princes of the Holy Roman Empire. What happens if we click on that? Prince of the Holy Roman Empire was a title attributed to the hereditary ruler, nobleman, or prelate. What are these words even? Anyway, recognized by the Holy Roman Empire. It's like in pleb words, this is like a big, mostly German empire. The reason why they call it Holy Roman was because it tried to... they really wanted to emphasize or create a link to the old Roman Empire. And this is all before, like, let's see when this was. Yeah, this is during the Middle Ages. So it's all a bit of a, at least in my head, this is the part of history that's a bit of a, not a mess, but yeah. Anyway, see if we can find any juicy bits here. Nothing really. There's some weird words. Okay, so let's officially, the princely states of the Holy Roman Empire had to meet 3 requirements. This is so boring. I need to go on. Okay, moving on. Honorary title. Subjects of the empire who were given a princely title by an emperor, but who held no territory or sovereignty at all. What's this? Wait, what? What am I reading? Okay, the honorary titles of Prince of the Holy Roman Empire might be granted to certain individuals. These individuals included subjects of the empires who were given a princely title by an emperor, but who held no territory or sovereignty at all. So the king was just like, yeah, you're cool. You can be called a prince. It's a bit like that alleged scam that of like getting a title of lord if you buy a piece of land in Scotland. Yeah, it's fun thing. But I looked into that a bit. There are a few different videos looking into the legality of it all, so it's kind of interesting. See also list of imperial diet participants. That sounds so boring. List of states in the Holy Roman Empire. That also sounds boring. Okay, no, wait. I wanted to look at how I remember now, for the coloring, I need to look up how the shield of Lamberger actually looked like. That's important information for this coloring. Lamberger family shield. I hope the colors are red and yellow. Of course the shield of the Lamberger family. Here, Lamberger coat of arms, that's what it's called. Except it doesn't match, at least not. Let's see if I can find it. It shouldn't be that difficult to find, or? Something else is coming up than the one that's drawn. This is stuff coming up has flowers on it, while the one in the color in like the line art has some lizards, right? It does look to be red and yellow though. Maybe it's a special like not subdivision, but you know, a special part of the family. You never know with royals, they have like different. Let's see, if we Google Gaspar Lamberger, he's the one that's actually mentioned in the text. So I'm thinking, oh no, it's not lizards. Okay, it's lions. All right, good. So apparently it's yellow, black, red, and blue. Kind of gaudy. I don't know how I will make that work with the rest of the picture. Oh, he had a lot of tournaments. That's right. Now I remember. I am so not, you know, a history connoisseur. I just thought I would have a fun time Googling stuff, but I don't know if I'm managing. Let's see. Gaspar Lamberger. Let's see what the Wikipedia article about him says. So apparently he has a whole tournament book. That's probably like an important historical source. Where is Wikipedia? Why is it not coming up in the results? Why is like you know the country is small when the Wikipedia results, when like Google doesn't really know what I'm looking for, you know. Maybe it's that I'm Googling from Sweden. Like, they probably know that, right? My IP address or whatever. Can't imagine that many Swedes are interested in Gaspar Lamberger of Slovenia. Oh, now I'm picking up my polychromos. Okay, so I think I'm at a stage where I decided to sort of finalize a bit of the pieces that I have already on the paper. So I'll be using this green and I think maybe 2 more greens to sort of blend the markers together. And I'm so sorry for like you seeing the top of my head. I'll try to make it better for my next video, but hey, that's how it goes. So basically, I think for the most part I'm filling in the highlight parts, especially like around the edges. In future videos I might edit it better and, you know, zoom in and stuff, but I really can't be bothered right now. As you might have noticed, I am in a bit of a like answering comments slump as well. So if you haven't got an answer from me, that's just how it is right now. So yeah. Just trying to like blend it together a bit, I guess. I think I demonstrate either I did it before or I will do it later, how I'm sort of blending in the marker. Basically, if you have the marker and you treat it like the darkest part of your pencil and then you just go over with it with pencil and feather it out from there, you sort of smooth the edge of the marker. But yeah. If you're going back to the attempt at searching Gaspar Lamberger on Google, one of the things that came up is a Wikipedia article called Category 1490s Birth. So let's click on that, see what happens. What could possibly... It's just an article of births, right? Okay, let's click on 1496. That looks like a good year. See if we have any fun names here. Oh, I thought it said Elizabeth Coronavirus. No, but it's Elizabeth Corvinus. Okay, let's click on her. Let's see what she is. 21st December 1496 in Hungary. Princess of Hungary and the last surviving member of the Hungarian royal house of... Okay, I read Hyundai. Oh my god, what's happening? I can't read correctly. Hunyadi, not Hyundai. But okay, she had a father, like most people do. Wait. After her father's death, she and her brothers were tied to their mother's apron strings. Is that a saying? I'm hoping that's a saying. I'm hoping it's not literal. We're just, you know, small princes and princesses tied to their mother. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, there was some rumor that her brother was poisoned. And he was the only surviving male member, so then the royal house sort of died out after Elizabeth also died. It says she died without issue. Is that also a saying? Like do they mean she died without an heir, or okay, she died without issue. That's good to know. Good for her. Moving back to the list of births. Mary Tudor, Queen of France. Isn't she like is this the Mary Tudor? English princess who was briefly Queen of France. Fifth child of Henry VII and Elizabeth of York. Blah, 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 blah. Henry VII, that's the father of... No. Henry VIII is the one that's famous for, like, having all the wives. But this is another Henry. Doesn't have to be the father. It's just the 7th Henry. Mary was the 5th child. Yeah, let's see what's more. At age 6, she was given her own household, complete with a staff of gentlewomen assigned to wait upon her. I'd like that. Age of 6. So, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't like that actually. That sounds kind of lonely. Yeah, first marriage, she became Queen of France. Yay! Well, probably boo, because she was... Okay, she was 18. That's fine, I guess. Oh, she had a second marriage as well. That's when she became Duchess of Suffolk. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, now I'm demonstrating something. See, okay, so basically if you go hard over the marker and then just feather it out, you can get this effect of really dark shadows. The way I do it, I am okay with like having the grain of the paper be visible. I'm not that particular with having everything need to be blended perfectly or, you know, smoothed out, and that's so that you don't see the grain of the paper and it looks printed. I'm more all over the place. But if you want it to be blended out, what you do is just you go in with the lightest color as well and just do more layers or blend it out. But you need a few layers before you can actually use Blender, I think. I'm not an expert at that anyway. But yeah, so here I go in with some dark indigo, I think. The different pencils and stuff will be written at the end of the video and also in the description, I think. Maybe, I don't know if I have the the will of actually writing it in the description. But hey. So anyway, Mary apparently suffered multiple bouts of illness, requiring treatments over her lifetime. A lot of the royal families at this time had problems with she caught a sweating sickness. Okay, what's sweating sickness? Now I need to know. Sweating sickness, also known as the sweats, was a mysterious and contagious disease that struck England and later continental Europe in a series of epidemics beginning in 1485. The last outbreak occurred in 1551, blah, 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 and then the disease apparently vanished. The onset of symptoms was sudden, with death often occurring within hours. Sweating sickness epidemics were unique compared with other disease outbreaks of the time, whereas other epidemics were typically urban, and long-lasting cases of sweating sickness spiked and receded very quickly. Wait, what? What's this sentence? They were unique compared to other disease outbreaks of the time, whereas other epidemics were typically urban and long-lasting. Cases of sweating sickness spiked and receded very quickly and heavily affected rural populations. Okay, it's just me, I can't read, I'm sorry. Its cause remains unknown, suggested to be a virus. A species of hantavirus. What's hantavirus? Let's click on that. Oh no, this looks creepy. I didn't like the pictures. Moving on. Signs and symptoms. John Caius, physician in Shrewsbury. He documented the symptoms. Let's see, we don't need to read about that. Transmission mostly remains a mystery. Causes unknown. Blamed on sewage, poor sanitation, and water supplies. First confirmed outbreak was in August 1485. At the end of the Wars of the Roses. Now, Wars of the Roses I know is fun to click on. That's like a part of history that's actually fun. But let's. It feels a bit like let's see if we can find anything more niche. Like, for example, here's a word that has a link. Ergotism. What's ergotism? I need to know. Okay, here's the sentence it's a part of. The suggestion. Okay, wait. The suggestion of ergot poisoning was ruled out due to England having much less rye, the main cause of ergotism, than the rest of Europe. Okay, now I need to know what ergot is. Is it supposed to be pronounced ergot or something? I don't know. Okay, anyway, ergot, the word ergot doesn't have like a link, so let's click on ergotism instead. Oh no, creepy pictures incoming. Okay. Effect of long-term ergot poisoning. Okay, let's click on ergot poisoning. Ergot. The ergot sclerotium, okay, contains high concentrations of ergotamine. Okay, complex molecule consisting of triple peptide-derived cyclol. Chemical words. I've studied chemistry, but like, you're losing me. I studied it enough so I know where to find definitions, but I'm not doing that for a YouTube video. But yeah, let's keep that as a cliffhanger for next time, because the video is finished actually, more or less. So I wrote down all the colors on a post-it note, and I will be continuing this in a next video. Let me know if this voiceover was all over the place, or I know it was, but I don't know. Let me know if this actually worked or not. Either way, that's it for now, and see you in the next one. I'll return to my wine now and see what happens. Bye.